Oh, I am so sorry. I had the microphone off. Can I do anything right? Jesus. Oh, and you're checking on both Twitch and YouTube. Scotty Strict 9 that leaves no stone unturned. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? I'll tell you what. All right. I'll get you. I'll wait a second. Let's do this here. Let me bring this up on the screen and create some echoes and some Frippertronics type wacky stuff. Yeah. Can you hear me now? I can hear you. Can you hear me? Ah, I don't know why it's not echoing. But that's okay. So, yeah, now we got some sound here. Hello, everybody. Tommy, can you hear me? Can you feel me near you? Tommy, can you hear me? Can I help to cheer you? Oh, Tommy, 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 Tommy. All right. So, all right, I'll say hello to you folks. I'm one of us. Hello, Scotty Strychnine. Seems that you two are the only ones in this chat room. Oh, Mowgli, good to see you. All right. Folks, I know you heard the synthesizer at the beginning, but and you didn't hear this. So I'll tell you what, I'll do it all over again. I'm gonna drink some of this stuff. Ah, bring it back down. You want to hear the fizz? I got your fizz for you. Oh yeah. All right. Now your Saturday evening has started in the right way. Whew. I don't know. I was going to panic there for a minute. Good evening. My name is Bill, and you're watching Bill's Box of Sound. Good evening, and thanks for stopping by. I drink to all of you with the holiday vanilla cream Diet Coke. Well, Coca-Cola low sugar or no sugar. That's it. Not bad at all. They didn't go overboard on the vanilla, and they got a little bit of a cream savor feel in there. So, yeah, this is nice. I like it a lot. But not as much as the regular Diet Coke. So, there you go. All right. So, what's happening this week? Finally, we don't have the screen like this. Well, I'll tell you what. Well, let's take a couple of record sleeves here. Let me just grab them at random. I didn't plan this. I was thinking of doing this, but here we go. There. How's that? This is just like last week. Isn't that wonderful? Don't you love having the same kind of screen aspect ratio as TikTok? Jeez. Okay. So, yeah, we're not going to do none of that crap anymore. Eugh, it's terrible. So, happy post Thanksgiving, happy post record store day, and I'm glad to be here. I'm tired. I will say one thing. The on Thanksgiving night, I couldn't get to sleep till almost 2 a.m. and I only had 3 hours of sleep. So I had to get up at 5 and I drove all the way to Mentor in like 32-degree weather, and the wind was blowing, so it felt like it was like 19 degrees or lower. Hey John, how you doing? Good to see you. Sup? And because of the weather, there wasn't an overwhelming number of people there. But still, I was like about I was the 17th in line. That's it. I was the 17th in line. And I got there and I gave the gentleman at Record Den my list. Here you go. Here's the ones I want. And they walked away, came back, gave me a little sticky note with what my number was, and they said, "You got them all. There'll be a bag waiting for you at the other side of it." They let us into the store. Store officially didn't open until 8 a.m., but they let us in at like 7:08 a.m. so that we didn't have to stand outside. We could stand against the west wall of the store and just hang out while they got everything ready to go. And this way we wouldn't freeze our asses off. So that was wonderful. And they started ringing people up like about 7:55. So I did very little actual shopping around. Since I got the records I wanted, I just paid my money and got on out. I spent less than I usually do. I spent around $250, which is still too much, but I'm very happy that I got what I got. So, do you want to see what I got? Yes, of course you do. All right. Well, let's take a look. I'll pull them out in the order that I asked for them. Let's see. Let's start with this one here. Miles Davis live at the Plug Nickel. December 23rd, 1965. Second set. It's a 2-record set. This cost like $33.95. And here's your inside, looking real nice. And your lineup. And I haven't listened to any of these yet, but I got a chance to open some of these up and take care of the hype stickers. What I do is I like to take the hype stickers and I stick them on the sleeve. Now, I really shouldn't have stuck this on this sleeve because this sleeve does not have a poly liner in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up ultrasonically cleaning this and then putting it in a poly liner so it doesn't get any damage on it. And let's see. Michael P says, I watched Steve Carlston's RSD recap. He was most impressed with the store had rented a porta potty for the people in line. Nice, because the guy behind me, he had to go really bad, and he was dancing, he was reciting poems. He was trying to do everything that he could to fight the urge to pee in his pants. So yeah, that is very nice. I'm gonna have to watch Steve Carlson's recap. So all right, let's go to the next one here in line. The next one is the only picture disc I bought because, as I've told you before, I do not like picture discs. Picture discs don't like me. And I haven't listened to this either, but I can't wait. It's Devo, Marry Something to You. This is a track that was written by Gerald Casale and Josh Freese. And the artwork is by Mark Mothersbaugh of the Cyclops Santa. And on the other side, you got it in green. And you've got 4 different versions of this track. So very happy to get this as well. 12-inch single. This cost way too much, $28.99, but it's Devo, so what are you going to do? And those of you who are not Devo fans are going to say, oh, I know, you're not going to buy it. I bought it. All right, next, I got something that a lot of people got, plentiful copies of this. I haven't opened this up yet at all. And this is the Freewheelin' Bob Dylan. And this is the original version of it that was very, very shortly manufactured and then pulled from sale because they didn't want these 4 extra songs on it, namely Rocks and Gravel, Let Me Die in My Footsteps, Ramblin' Gamblin' Willie, and Talkin' John Birch Paranoid Blues. And the original liner notes, which talk about all of these, is on the back of the album for the first time. Let me grab my copy of Freewheelin' Bob Dylan and show you the difference. Oh, Robert. Let's see. There's Dodie, Davis, Dylan. Here we go. Ooh, that's hot. Let's see. Here we go. A much more recent copy of the Freewheelin' Bob Dylan. This is the stereo version. Okay. Very similar. But that's interesting. Oh, I see. They have taken the liner notes and amended them. And it actually has Nat Hentoff's byline here as he wrote the liner notes. Now, he did the liner notes on this one as well, but there's no Nat Hentoff there. Hold on a second. It just says, Mr. Hentoff is a frequent contributor to such periodicals as The Reporter, The New Yorker, Playboy, Commonwealth, and Saturday Review, and is a contributing editor to Hi-Fi Stereo Review, which eventually got just known as Stereo Review, and I used to read that magazine every single month. That's right. The real Spurvin. Good to see you. Welcome to our wonderful, fun time. But anyway, so yeah, and this is in mono. So excited to listen to this. Be very, very cool. Okay, the next one I got. Now, there were two releases by this band that came out, but like I've said before on this show, I've reached my saturation point on buying full Grateful Dead shows. And the 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 shows that they were offering were acoustic shows at the same venue that they had released recordings of several years ago. So I did not want to get more of those, but I got the volume 2 of Grateful Dead on a Back Porch. This is a collection or a compilation, should I say, of tracks mostly from the Dave's Picks collection, from volume 1, from volume 30, also from the Ladies and Gentlemen, the Grateful Dead, also from the Without a Net series. Recordings are from 1970, 1990, 1971, and 1973. 5 cuts altogether. And this is just a nice little compilation of stuff that's pretty much not available on vinyl. And it's just good for just hanging out, chilling out, and listening to some Dead. So yeah, Ladies and Gentlemen is from the Fillmore. Well, that explains it. It's from 1971. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you, Mowgli. Let's see. So be happy to listen to that. Next up on our hit parade. This is exciting. I haven't even broken the seal on this one. This is Curtis Mayfield and his album that's just called Curtis. And this came out originally in 1970. And this is a Rhino Reserve copy, remastered all analog and pressed at Fidelity Record Pressing, which is Mobile Fidelity's pressing plant. It says here, ranked on Rolling Stone's top 500 greatest albums of all time, Curtis Mayfield's solo debut album is a psych funk masterpiece. Lacquer's cut from the original analog masters by Matthew Luthans at the Mastering Lab. So very, very excited for this. I haven't opened this up yet. Can't wait to hear what is it? Move On Up. That was a great single from this album. So there it is, a Rhino Reserve. A few bucks extra because of the steps they took to make this even better. $36.99. So that's cool. That is very cool. All right. Only a few more left here. Next is Larry Mullins and Mike Watt. We Will Fall, parts 1 and 2. Okay. Pictures on the cover taken by Mike Watt. And this is actually a full album. It's one song. Both sides are about 19 and a half minutes, almost 20 minutes long. And it is the Stooges song, We Will Fall, stretched out to about 40 minutes. Mike Watt plays bass, fuzz bass, affected bass, and Larry Mullins plays Shruti box, Moog electronics, tabla, gongs, affected spiel, which means affected vocals, if you know Pedro speak, and chants. And everybody, including Larry Mullins, Mike Watt, Pete March, and Liliana Nikolovska, do chants on the record. So this is it, a tribute to Iggy and the Stooges. Very, very nice. So, Thumbfinger in the house. Good to see you, man. All right. What else we got left here? We got two more here. We've got the Talking Heads, and it's called Tentative Decisions, Demos and Live. Is the title of an LP and 7-inch by the band Talking Heads. Featuring early demo recordings and live performances, this compilation traces the band's progression from raw punk minimalism to a more structured, angular musical approach that reflects broader shifts in post-punk aesthetics of the late 1970s. So how is that for you? Now, this is on clear vinyl. Oh, by the way, the Mike Watt and Larry Mullins, let me pull that out for a second. That one is on kind of a brownish gold kind of vinyl. Very interesting. This is limited to 1,000 copies worldwide. All right. So now this Talking Heads record, it's a 12-inch record and it is a 45, a 7-inch record. And let's see here. These are on clear vinyl. Come on, you. Ooh, look at that. Very nice. Very clear. So, as the description says, these are demos and early recordings of the band as a 3-piece. It was just Chris, Tina, and David. Jerry Harrison was still a member of the Modern Lovers. And when they found out that the Modern Lovers had broken up, they pushed to get Jerry Harrison in their band. So that's the story of that. And it's got all sorts of songs that eventually wound up on different Talking Heads records. And here's the 12-inch record. Nice and clear vinyl on that one as well. Beautiful. So I'm very excited about listening to that one. Nice little side note, if you don't have this or you haven't seen it yet, the title of the album, Tentative Decisions, Demos and Live, and the name of the band, Talking Heads, that's in raised lettering, embossed. Very nice. And last, and certainly not least, makes my mouth dry because I have to salivate. I picked up the reissue of the Rarities compilation by Ween, Shinola, Volume 1. Hey, yes, indeed. And this is on brown vinyl, almost a maroonish colored vinyl. But yeah, it's definitely dark brown. But you know what? If it's not Shinola, it's a different color for everybody. But it's still brown. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah, it says the 20th anniversary of the legendary Ween Rarities compilation, limited edition, beautiful brown vinyl. You've heard of the beautiful, big, beautiful bill? Well, this is the big, beautiful brown vinyl. Much better than that so-called big, bulging, not bulbous, not fast, bloated BS bill. Enough of that. Let's get away from the politics here. We're talking music, we're talking love, we're all good. Let's see. Oh, yes. Deborah Cadabra. Nice. So, thank you for that, Mowgli. You made me laugh. So that is that. And there's no other extra liner notes. But yeah, there's 12 tunes on this Ween. I can't wait to check that. I may listen to this tonight. But I want to get these all clean and get them through the ultrasonic machine. So I am limited by what I have time to do tonight. But hopefully, hey, today's only Saturday. We'll have the whole weekend to do this stuff. Now, one record that I was thinking of getting was that Stranglers debut album, Rattus Norvegicus, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, the debut album by the Stranglers. But I thought that I had this, went back into my collection, and yes, I've got this. This is a radio promo pressing, first pressing of the very first Stranglers album. Includes the tracks Peaches and Get a Grip on Yourself. I love this album. Haven't listened to it in a long time, so I thought, well, I didn't buy it again, but I sure as hell am going to listen to it again. So I pulled it out, re-cleaned it, got through the ultrasonic, put it in a nice poly lined sleeve like this, and I've got the original liner for it. And I know that in the UK, this album's first 20,000 copies came with a bonus 7-inch. The American copies did not. So that's what I got here. So yeah, lots of fun. Wonderful stuff. Okay. Quick note. I talked about the Beatles anthology number 4 last week. Haven't really done a proper review of it yet. I do love this. I listened to it all the way through. Very happy with this. But there's a lot of complaints that that hardcore Beatle fans have with this. But I have a bitch about something else. I saw on the Beatles.com store website that there is a 7-inch single that you can purchase of the 2025 mixes of Free as a Bird on one side and Real Love on the other side. And I thought, wow, that's cool. I can get that and put it in my Beatle 45 collection because I have one little carrying box that has nothing but Beatles and Beatles related 45s in it. But then I took a look at the price. $16.98. And you know that with tax and shipping, that's going to cost you well over $20 just for a 45. So I don't know. I may wait for the price to come down on that. I may look around and see if there's a local store that carries it. I doubt seriously that I'll get any records for Christmas, but I can dream, can't I? But yeah, come on. I'm glad that I have those songs on the anthology, but having the 45 is a bit of a novelty. Now, if there was a Zappa record that was a 7-inch, yeah, I'd pay $20 for it in a heartbeat. That's the way I am. Yeah, $20 for the white vinyl. That's ridiculous. I agree, Michael. All right. So we have cause to celebrate. Ohio State Buckeyes won their game today. They finally won for the first time since 2019. They beat the Michigan Wolverines, their arch rivals. This rivalry has been lasting for over 100 years. So glad that they dominated and won over the Wolverines. All the Michigan fans who are just so, words cannot describe how uncomfortable they are in their passion for the Wolverines and how much they criticize the Buckeyes. I have no problem with Wolverines fans, and I'm glad that they, that they were happy for their wins of the past. But man, they are just little brats when it comes to cutting down the Buckeyes. So OSU won over Michigan. Yay! The team up north has been defeated. So next week, OSU is going to be in the Big Ten championship game. I believe they're playing Indiana, but you know what? I'm not going to watch it. I'm also not going to be here. Next week, there's going to be no Box of Sound live stream, no early live stream, no late live stream. Here's why. I am performing in a concert. I've been talking the last few weeks. I'm part of the Cleveland Pride Band with my friends and allies in the LGBTQ plus community. And the Christmas concert is next Saturday night. I'm going to be gone the whole day because we have to get set up at the hall. We do a full rehearsal of the program, and then we do the program. Concert starts at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And if for any reason you would like to see that concert, you can buy a ticket and watch it online. Now, the money goes towards the Cleveland Pride Foundation, which helps out people who are fighting for equal rights in Northeast Ohio and the world. And it also helps the organization because not only do they have a concert band, they got a symphonic wind ensemble, they have a jazz ensemble. It's very, very cool. But if you would like to contribute and buy a ticket and stream the concert live, you can do so. And you'll see me back in the percussion section. I'll be killing it on the snare drum and the sleigh bells and the drum set and quite possibly the tam tam. But you'll also hear me doing absolutely horribly on the vibraphone. So you can watch that Christmas concert. In the show notes for this episode is the link that you can go to buy a ticket and stream the concert live from your home. It'll be 7 p.m. Eastern time, 4 p.m. Pacific time. So if you want, if you do that, I'll thank you very much on the behalf of the Cleveland Pride Band, and that will be cool. So just to let you know, no live stream next week. Week after that, most likely I will be here for the live stream in one way or the other. So that's cool. Let's see. Next issue. Did anybody see me on Ian B About's channel yesterday? I know that Michael P. Dawson did because he reminded us that Ava Cherry did a cover of a Zappa song. I think it was How Could I Be Such a Fool? Anyway, it was really nice for Ian to host a discussion of the Frank Zappa Halloween '78 boxed set with his friend and my friend as well now, Jaco from Italy, and also Pontus from Sweden. He was on there as well. Great people who are all knowledgeable about Frank Zappa in different ways. I mean, we were all asking each other all sorts of questions because it's great when you get a whole bunch of Zappa fans in one room. They don't try to knock each other over in a dick sword fighting contest. No, they like to reassure each other of facts in the Zappa canon. And if they don't know about stuff, say, "Oh, well, I do know about that. And let me tell you my story." And if you've got conflicting things, since there's all sorts of folklore in the Zappa canon, they talk about that as well. So, yeah, that was a lot of fun. It was almost 2 hours long. Michael says that he missed the first half hour, but went back to check it out later on. Yeah, that's the cool thing. If you arrive late to this live stream, you can always go back later on and listen to the beginning of it. So it's also why I keep the live streams up on the site. And I don't take them down unless it's absolutely necessary. So that is that. All right. Vanilla. 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 So I know that some of you in the chat have already seen my little 9-minute video about my contest. But just in case you haven't, I'm going to remind you on the Bill's Box of Sound channel, there is a new video that just got put up earlier today with the details of the giveaway and how to enter. Now, these are the records, a copy of the One Size Fits All 2 LP collection. We've got, whoop, there's the back cover of, there's the Spudlock album, and then there is the Flo and Eddie album, which was found at a thrift store in really nice condition. So I cleaned it up, did the ultrasonic cleaning and everything. So yeah, enter that. If you don't already have these records, I know that Michael P. Dawson has at least 2 of these, most likely all 3 of them. So he's probably not going to enter the contest. But if you don't, and you'd like to win them, or maybe get them to give to somebody else, yes, by all means, go to that video and comment in on the comment section of that video, and I will add your name to the entry list, and hopefully get somebody some records. So that's a lot of fun. Oh, and you know what? I'm going to go and take a look at the comments and read some of them right now, just in case you haven't looked at them yourself. Yes, indeed. So let's go to the comments on that. Oh, wait. Let's do this, do that, do the other thing. And let's take a look at the comments. Let's see. One person said, I like your show, though I don't always see it live. I view it on Sunday if I'm busy for some reason. I like that. Another one says, longtime viewer, and I've subscribed probably 3 or 4 years. I'd love to be included in the drawing. All righty. What else we got? Let's see. There's a couple people that talked about Flo and Eddie, and it's very, very apparent that they were dictating their comment via their phone or via a speech to text thing, because it says FLOW instead of FLO for Flo and Eddie. Very funny. Okay, so what else we got here? Let's see. I never win a giveaway. Well, I don't know what I can do for you. Oh, that's from a guy I used to work with back when I worked for a communications company. Let's see. Gorgeous giveaway. Zutalure, somebody says. Let's see. Long-time listener, first-time caller. I was subscribed, but I didn't know it. Let's see. Oh, I hope I can get this to listen to while waiting for the next Zappacast. Well, I hope that we have a new Zappacast by the time I do send this out. So there we go. Oh, we got some non-English speaking people. So does he say where he's from? No. There's another guy who says he's from Germany. There he is. Yeah, cool. I want these records now or as soon as possible. Oh, I know who that is. Let's see. Got all sorts of fun folks. This is great. I love this. Hey, Santa, what a prize pack. Count me in. If I was the winner, it'll cost a fortune to be sent to Europe since they put taxes on everything. Well, Trump's trying to make it that way in the US, but he's saying no income taxes because we're going to take all of your money during the year anyway. All right, enough. No. Stop it with the politics now. All right, what else we got here? And that's about it. And one person who I know is in the chat room right now just said comment. So that's funny. That's fun. All right. So let's see here. Mowgli says Mark Vullman was a member of the Classical Music Forum. I recognized him and chatted him up. He was a very knowledgeable classical music appreciator. Yes, he was known. He was also a teacher. He was known as Professor Flo, and he taught people about the music business. That's very cool. Nice, nice, nice. Hey, David, good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, wait. Michael, you don't have the Zappa or the Flo and Eddie? Well, oh, come on. Please enter. I want everybody to enter so that everybody has a chance to win this. This will be cool. All right. What else is going on here? Well, we're going to do some blind stabs. I'm going to pull out some records. So for the last 20 minutes here, we're going to have a little bit of Thanksgiving fun. I know you guys had a Thanksgiving dinner that couldn't be beat. I couldn't eat too much because anytime that I have a dinner that includes my entire family, I end up eating too much and my blood sugar goes way through the frickin' roof. But afterwards, I cut myself down. I have the portions I want. It's tough being diabetic. You got to really watch what you eat. But enough of my complaining. All right, let's do a blind stab. I know that right here is all Zappa, but I'm going to go through the letters O and P and try and pick something out. I'm going to close my eyes and reach for something over here. Uh-oh, I don't want to knock down that. And I'll pull out this record, whatever it is. And let's see what it is. Ah, ha, ha, ha! Oingo Boingo, Only a Lad. Yeah, this is their debut album. It's first pressing of it. I love this. I was waiting for this album to come out because, hold on a second, I'll show you something else I got. And let's see. Oh, this is lovely. Where is it? Here we go. All right. I bought this record for the cover. It's a 10-inch record. It is a 4-song, 10-inch record. It's just called the Oingo Boingo EP on the IRS label. And there's 4 tracks on it. There's your thing here. There'd be the record. This had an early version of their song Only a Lad, which became the title track of their first album right here. And it's got pictures of everybody in the band, including Mr. Elfman right there, Danny Elfman. So it had Only a Lad. It had I believe the John Lee Hooker song. Who wrote this? Was it John Lee Hooker? Let's find out here. It doesn't say there. Let's double check. Or maybe Willie Dixon wrote that song. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, Willie Dixon wrote Violent Love. That's the second song. Side 2 has Ain't This the Life and I'm So Bad, which I believe that those songs were not on the first album. Let's see. Yeah. So only one of these songs was on the first Oingo Boingo record. So very, very exciting that once I got this and I found out that Oingo Boingo was making an album, I got a promo copy of it, and I believe I wrote a review of this record when it came out. So, yeah, very nice. Glad to pull that out. So let's put that back in there. Let's see. Let's go into the Q's and the R's and grab something at random. I'm reaching in and grabbing, and we got, oh yeah, this record is a gem. If you ever see it, you need to go out and buy it. Well, no. If you see it, you have to grab it and then buy it. This is from Debut Records, which I believe was Max Roach's label, or was it Charlie Mingus's label? One of the two. Anyway, this is called Jazz at Massey Hall by the Quintet. So I have it listed under Q. So it has Charlie Mingus on bass, Max Roach on drums, Bud Powell on piano, Dizzy Gillespie on trumpet, and some dude that they call Charlie Chan, which is actually Charlie Parker. And this is recorded at at Massey Hall in Toronto. And I believe that this is a Newbury Comics colored vinyl pressing. So let me pull this out so I can show you the vinyl. It's clear on the Debut label. So, yep, limited edition of 750. Whether you get clear vinyl or black vinyl or any color vinyl, this is a great record. Doesn't even list the songs on here. The songs are, let's see, it's got We, Hot House, A Night in Tunisia, lovely version of that. It's got Perdido, Salt Peanuts, and All the Things You Are. It's a lovely high fidelity mono recording of some, Bad People. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. This is good stuff. All right, so let me get this back on here. Let's see, which letter should I do a blind stab of next, folks? Somebody give me a letter. Give me a ticket for an airplane. Ain't got time to take a fast plane. All the days are gone. I'm going on. I want someone to type me a letter. One letter. Come on. Come on. Aha, good. GH. I love your handle, dude. Thanks. D. Q Blizzard. I've heard the song DQ Blizzard by MC Chris. MC Chris is a rapper that has a high voice. He sounds like a little kid. And he did cartoon voices on Aqua Teen Hunger Force and Skylab 2020 and a couple of other things. But he did some very cool stuff. You can't buy this song, DQ Blizzard by MC Chris, because there's so many samples in it that you can't get cleared. It's got the Dead Kennedys, California Uber Alice, at the same time that you've got Bucephalus Bouncing Ball by Aphex Twin doing the background. So, and there's just many other songs. Anyways, so he's rapping over this at an incredible pace in his high-pitched voice, which is his natural voice. He's a diminutive dude, but he raps quite well. Anyway, D Q Blizzard is in that song. Let me go into the letter D and I will grab a blind stab for you. I stole that term from Mikey Bananas. All right, D's, the D's, the D's. A one, a two, a one, two, three, four. Grab and pull. Is this from the letter D? Yes, it is. And it is the little folk singer herself, Ani DeFranco, with her album Knuckle Down. This is not one of her more memorable albums, but this does have a couple of good songs on it. I've been a fan of Ani DeFranco since about 2000, 2001. My friend Rich turned me on to her stuff. And as a matter of fact, one of her albums, Not a Pretty Girl, is about to be re-released on 2LP vinyl for the first time. I may pick that up. It's on Righteous Babe Records, and if you go to righteousbaberecords.com, or I think it's rbr.com, you can. They are currently having a holiday sale, a Black Friday sale, and you can get a discount on that. And yeah, this girl can, yeah, she can play, she can write, she can sing, and she can produce. She did put out an album a few years ago called Binary, which is just fantastic. That she's still making great music after all these years. So yeah, the little folk singer herself, bunch of henna tattoos with the names of the songs on here. You see, is this on colored vinyl? I don't remember. I think it's on black vinyl. Yeah, it is. 2 record set. Songs like Knuckle Down, Studying Stones, Manhole, and Sunday Morning. Seeing Eye Dog. Ani DeFranco. If you have not checked her out, I recommend it. One album that I wish she would re-release on vinyl is Dilate. Wow, what a great record. That was the first album I ever listened to. I bought the CD of Dilate by Ani DeFranco, and I said, damn, this little folk singer has got some rockin' roots in her. And yeah, just lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, we still got time left. Oh, we got time left for one more. Okay, so I'm going to go to that stack over on the wall, and I'm going to go, like, say, 3 down and do a blind pick from one of those. And that'll be the last one we talk about before we finish the show. Let's put away Ani. Ani, 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 Ani. Let's see. Like I said, can you see me? Can you see me? I'm over here, and I'm going to pull out a record right here. Oh, wait, not that one. Let's pull out this one. Ooh, I gotta go through this shelf and fix this. Oh, here we go. The raw studio mixes of Imagine by John Lennon. I believe this was a Record Store Day selection. And I've been going through my record collection and taking any records that I have the record on the outside of the jacket and putting the record back in the jacket whenever possible. Because when you take the record out of its beautifully designed box and put it on top of here, it is thicker. Not by much, but a little bit. And if you've got a lot of records, that can add up. So I'm going to take this and put it in here. But this is very elemental mixes of the songs on the Imagine album. It's not a gatefold, but there is a custom inner with some very detailed liner notes. And there is a poster inside of it. It is the classic John and Yoko, War is Over. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to get political again. Evil thing to do. Whoa! Right, Bill, just destroy your records while you're at it. Also, last night on Grown Man Record Night, it was a lot of fun. On the Halloween Grown Man Record Night show, I cashed in some banana bucks so I could listen to a record. And the two records that I requested, Mikey did not have. So I said, fine, play some Black Sabbath. And he did. But at the next record show that I was at, I found the two records that I had requested, which was The Magician's Birthday by Uriah Heep and also the album Cut by Golden Earring. I bought them, took them home, cleaned them up, boxed them up, sent them to Mikey Bananas. Gave him a little bit of Vinyl Community Love Train, baby. And he played that last night. It was a lot of fun. So, all right. So, once again, a reminder, next week, no live stream. But if you really want to see me make a fool of myself in the percussion section of the Cleveland Pride Band, you can do that. The link is in the notes of this video. If you're on YouTube, I believe in Twitch, it doesn't have that stuff. But by all means, if you don't watch next week, check somebody else's video out. Have a good time. And whatever you do, I had a great time. Hope you did too. And go listen to some music. Enjoy the rest of your holiday weekend. Take care of each other. I'm going to play some more. You got the spirit, Michael. Get political. Get political. Oh, don't get me started. All right, let's do some more weird noises. Ah. Sounds Latin, doesn't it? Thank you again for stopping by. Go listen to some music. Have yourself a great day. Really appreciate each and every one of you. And that's it. Good night. Out of here. Yes, I'm out of here. I'm out.